Have you ever been scrolling through your social media app, liking posts, watching random videos, and seeing what your friends are up to? When suddenly you come across a post about an event that just happened and you think like, I wanted to go to that. It happens to me all the time. I see something, I think, what? I missed that? There are so many events going on sometimes, even on the same day. The city, local chamber of commerce, the mall, your local nonprofit organization, the vets organization. The list goes on and on. How do we keep track of all of it? That's why we've created aroundtheav.com, a website where you can post any local events happening in the Antelope Valley. And we're backing it up with this podcast to highlight what's going on and to help promote your event. How much does it cost? Great question. If your event is designed to bring the community together for a good cause, it's absolutely free, no charge. Thanks to our sponsors, Ventura Graphics and the Ventura Foundation. Today, we have Patricia Morales from the city of Palmdale here to promote the upcoming Women's Symposium. We also have Patti Lendio from the Palmdale Women's Club and Lisa Sarno from Action for Kids and the Palmdale Public Art Commission. They will be sharing what's going on around the AV and promoting their upcoming events. So let's dive in and learn more about these exciting events. So, how are you guys doing today? Welcome to another podcast of Talking with Jorge. Okay. And we're going to talk about the different events and your organizations and what it is that you do and how long your organization's been around. So, we're going to start with Patricia Morales.
Hi, George. I'm really happy to be back here for this month. As some of you already heard, we're doing the fourth annual Women's Symposium. I'm really excited about having people after our last podcast. We've got a lot of attention, so I'm excited. We just want to make sure that the community as a whole knows that that event is coming up later this month in celebration of Women's Month.
And when is it going to be? When is it's at, you know what? At the last podcast that we did, I was calling it the wrong name.
Yeah.
I think I was saying symposium. Which one is it and when is it?
It's the fourth annual Women's Symposium, and it's going to be Saturday the 22nd at Legacy Commons from 10:30 to 4 p.m. We're hoping to have a lot of people in attendance because we will have a lot of vendors with information and just good old things that women can hopefully go home with a lot more information and some connection to the community, right?
Awesome. And do you guys already have a keynote speaker? Because last time we didn't have one yet.
Yeah, I really wanted to have confirmed it, but we're getting really close. So great women in the community, right? So sometimes that's the challenge. So many great choices, but we're really down to it. So
Okay.
a little anticipation before the event. Come and find out.
And then Lisa,
Yes.
welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me this morning. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Did you have to get up early in the morning to be here?
You know what? I am an early riser, and so the early morning is actually when I do my best kind of thinking and working. So thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Welcome, welcome. I know that you're with an organization called Action for Kids.
Yes, the amazing Action for Kids. Yes.
Tell us, what is Action for Kids? How long it's been around? What is it that you guys do? What's the purpose? Things like that.
So, a quick overview is Action for Kids is one of the 12 child abuse prevention councils for LA County. And we are a completely volunteer organization. And what we do is we go out to, if you will, resource events, and we provide information to parents, teachers, and also children about how to protect themselves from, sexual trafficking, if you will, human trafficking, anti-bullying, if you will, and also, we one of the biggest things we have right now is the fact that we are talking about anti-bullying in the schools. And we are actually in the schools. We have memorandum of understandings with 2 school districts right now, and we are in the schools giving workshops to both parents and students about how they can protect themselves what they should be looking for, not to have the trauma, if you will, of, when you're growing up, of knowing that you were bullied when you were in school. How do you get rid of that trauma? How do you protect yourselves? And one of the things we also do is we love to go out into the community and actually talk to the youth themselves and find out what's going on with them. Because by talking to them, we then understand what we need to do to prevent the child abuse that's happening. And April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. So Action for Kids has several, events and programs that we're doing in April to basically promote the information and knowledge to our community about how everybody can stop the bullying. Everybody can stop child abuse. And I
Mhm.
think, for us, when we say child abuse, it starts, when you're in the home. It starts when you're in school. And right now, a lot of research has shown that the secondary trauma for children can actually start when the mom's pregnant and you're still in your mommy's tummy. If the mommy is receiving negative energy, the baby feels that. And so research has shown that when babies are born, they actually may have already some memories, some feelings, some residual impact of what the mother might have been going through. So a lot of parents don't know that. And we want to make sure that, our mothers out there, mothers to be, understand that what's happening to them while they're carrying their children before they're born really does have an impact on the child even before it's born. So that's kind of what we
Wow.
do. Just a little bit about what we do. We do so much more. But again, Action for Kids has been around since the 1990s. So we've been around for a while, and we have an amazing team. And Rosie Manella, who is our executive director, has been at it for over a decade. And we have some of the originating founding members that are still on our board. So
Wow.
yeah,
Commitment. They're very
we're
committed.
really. By the way, thank you. We're really excited. And before you go on, I just want to say I'm sitting in between the two Patties.
Yes, you
Yeah,
are.
I am. And I want you to also know we're going to be talking about this, but I am in the presence of just amazing women at this point in time who are also going to be honored during March Women's History Month. But we'll talk about that a little later. But I'm sitting here and I am just, thank you so much. Thank you both, Patties. I feel like I'm sandwiched in the middle. I'm sandwiched in the middle.
Right back at you.
But I am sitting, amongst the great women of the Antelope Valley. So thank you for allowing me to be here today.
Oh, absolutely. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. And then we have Patricia. Is it Patricia or Patty? I've always called you Patty.
Patti. I go by Patti.
Yeah, Patty Lendio. Is
Yes,
that did I say your last name right?
correct.
Okay. And you're with an organization called the Palmdale Women's Club.
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about the Palmdale Women's Club. What is it? What do they guys do? And how long you guys been around?
Well, we have been around since 1921.
Mm-hmm.
So we are over 100 years old. And we,
You look good for being 101.
well,
Huh?
thank you. You know what I found out? That I am the 55th president of the Palmdale Women's Club.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Double nickels, 55, right?
Yes, we're a service organization, again, that's been around for over 100 years, serving the community here in Palmdale and the Antelope Valley. And we were instrumental in actually at the time that the city was founded in 1962.
1962 was a special year. You know why? I was born that year. Yeah, I was born that year. And you were born that year too?
I was born the same year. You and I were born in the same year that the city of Palmdale was incorporated.
Uh-huh.
So you know what? We're just as old as the city in Palmdale. How great is that?
It's awesome. It's awesome. But, one thing is, I'm a Valentine's kid.
Oh,
I'm a Valentine's
wow.
kid. Yeah, I was born on Valentine's Day.
So you're really special.
That's why the little bus used to come pick me up at the home to go to school. I was a special
That's
kid.
why you're full of love.
Exactly. Well said. Yes, yes, yes.
So, Patty, you guys have an event coming up.
We do.
Tell me about your event.
Our event is for Women's History Month. It is called Women Who Inspire, and it will be held on March 15th from 11 to 3. And we are honoring 20 women of the city of Palmdale and in the Antelope Valley.
Wow,
We
20
have,
women.
yes,
And
yes.
that was hard.
It was very difficult.
Hard to pare down. But you know what? These 20 women, Patty and I sat on a committee, and these 20 women were so exceptional that we felt that they really deserved the honor. And, like I said, I am sitting here with two of them right now. So this event is going to be absolutely phenomenal.
And when is the event again?
It's on March 15th. But that's not the only opportunity to come. That is our opening reception day. And we are also going to be open on 2 Sundays following that, Sunday the 23rd and the 30th. We'll have our doors open again at 11 to 3 for people to come in with their families. We are hoping to have some students from local schools come to observe our panels that will be displayed.
Okay, and where is the event, and where's the Women's Club located at?
The Women's Club is located at 2141 East Avenue Q. It's right next to the water department.
Okay, yeah, so that's over 20th and Q, right? Right around there.
Yes, it is.
Okay, it's easy to find. Easy to find. And so, what else is happening?
So during the program on the 15th, we will have all the amazing honorees there. So what we have, George, is we have, 6 women that will have panels, and then we have what we call the collective panel, which is our honor roll. And the honor roll basically is women who, like when you were in school, you had to do something pretty amazing to get on that honor roll. You had to have the good grades. You had to make sure that you were, top of the class. Well, our honor roll ladies are top of the class with respect to what they do in our community. And we are going to have a program where we honor them, and we're going to have fun. We're just going to have some fun. I think a lot of us are in that award season, kind of, because, a lot of award shows are on right now. So a lot of us are in that award season mentality. So, that's kind of what we're hoping to see, and what we will do, actually, not see, but what we will do on March 15th. And how appropriate is it that Action for Kids and Palmdale Women's Club have a strategic partnership at this point in time to do something, amazing like this, to honor the women who are dedicated to our community and serving our community. And sometimes what happened, I noticed, like these two women beside me, sometimes you're the ones that are giving out the awards to other people, and you are not given the credit that you all deserve. And a lot of the women on our a lot of the recipients on March 15th are exactly those types of women. They're on the other end, always giving out the awards. So this time they get to be on the receiving end, and we're really happy to see that. But Women's Club and Palmdale Women's Club and Action for Kids have a strategic partnership in that the Women's Club actually has a greater vision that aligns with Action for Kids, and it's all about children. It's all about making sure that the next generation, as you said, Patricia, Patti, is, we give them the tools to take the leadership role. So there are a lot of women that have legacies, families. It's a legacy family where you have the matriarch that's doing service in the community, and then you have the daughter, and then the granddaughter. And we see that a lot here in the Antelope Valley. And I think that that's worth mentioning, that it is something that is instilled. The women in our valley instill, if you will, the service, the dedication, the commitment to our neighbors, right? To our constituents, to all those that need help and need a lift, a hand up, if you will. And all the women that are going to be honored on the 15th, they embody that. They're the ones that actually go out there and they're on the front lines. They're what I would call, in the world of military, they're our Marines. They're the first ones in and they're the last ones out. These are the type of women that we're honoring. Do you want to name some of them, Patty?
Yes. So our top recipients are Laura Betancourt,
Mayor Pro Tem.
Mayor
Mayor Pro
Mhm.
Tem.
Mayor Pro
past
Tem.
mayor. Yes. Diana Luna Miller,
Ah, great.
Department of
Yeah,
Mental Health.
Department of Mental Health.
Yes.
Domino Gonzalez, she is the principal of our adopted school at Tamarisk Elementary.
Mhm.
Ethel
Zafranco.
Zafranco.
Yeah, and she is one of the artists in our community, and she basically has a program with her husband where they actually teach young people how to become muralists. And they also not only teach them how to paint, but they teach them about the back office, how to actually run a business, how to make a career out of being an artist.
Nice.
Yes, Daisha Underwood. And Daisha, I know her from Glove Impact, which is a little roller skating thing that they do
Yes.
in
Yes.
Lancaster. And she also has Love Fit, which is a class that I actually go to. So that is a positive energy dance class, and we give positive affirmations throughout the class.
And Daisha actually is does workshops nationally and internationally about diverse equity and inclusion. And so she's very well known, if you will, in the area of making sure that people understand the vibrancy and the impact that diversity can bring to a community. And she basically goes around the world and has these really heartfelt and intellectual conversations with people and organizations about why it's important we have, if you will, the diversity in our communities.
Mhm.
And then we have Margaret Hicks.
Yes.
Margaret Hicks is an educator in our Lancaster School District, but she's also one of the main, if you will, organizers and leaders of Marzette House. And Marzette House is basically a nonprofit organization that goes out into our community and helps young folks, if you will, especially those that may be unhoused at this point in time, and provides them with the resources, tutoring, food to help them basically be able to succeed. So those are a few of the women, but can we talk about our honor roll as well?
Of course. So our honor roll is comprised of 14 other
Amazing
amazing women. Again, we had such a hard time making any decisions, but we wanted to honor everyone on this list.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to name
Go ahead.
the names.
Yeah.
Brenda Robinson, Chris Fragasanes, Donna Hill, Janice Wallace, Carrie Smith, Michelle Fluke, Patricia Morales,
Here she is. Yes.
Patti Lendio, thank you, Rhonda Perez, Rosie Maynella, Sandy Corrales, Shamika Bogard, Sylvia Scott, and Theon Perkins.
So that sounds like a lot of names, but it's really not, because these women are truly deserving. And I want both Patties to know, Patty, especially the Patty from our women's club. She basically was really surprised when the committee put her name out there, and she wanted to take her name off, and we said no. She wanted to take her name off from consideration on the honor roll, and I said no. And basically the committee, wanted to make sure that she was recognized for all the work that she's done in the community, for especially with the city of Palmdale
Hmm.
and just with the women's club.
Well, I think it's amazing the work that you guys are doing. And when I talked about the Women's Club, I always feel like I'm talking about one of the best kept secrets in the Antelope Valley, right? I have the honor of having met a lot of your uh, a lot of your members, and every single one of them is just an incredible resource to the community. They give so much love to the community with the work that you do. So I'm so honored to have shared this time with you guys, because um, I think that the Women's Club gives us so much inspiration, because it is made up of incredible women themselves, right? So it's great. And I was so inspired when George and I talked about it. He said, yeah, the women's club is having an event. We're doing something for Women's Month as well with the symposium. A lot of those women have something to do in the symposium. So he was like, let's talk about it all together, because as you were mentioning, there's so many things going on in our community, and sometimes we miss some of the real good ones because we just simply don't know. And I'm so excited. I'm also very honored because I was very surprised to get that email. So thank you.
Both very deserving. You both are very deserving, as well as every single lady on this list that will be, if you will, recognized on March 15th. Saturday, March 15th, folks. Don't forget, Saturday, March 15th.
Saturday, March 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a women's event. It's Women's Month, right? But can anybody attend your event? Can I attend? Can the women bring their husbands, boyfriends, significant others to this event?
Oh, absolutely. And we're encouraging families to come to our event. Men as well. We even have one thing I want to state. In the past history of our club, the very first mayor of the city, Larry Chimboli,
Mm-hmm.
was a member. He was a member of the Women's Club. We currently have a male member.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that you don't have to be a woman to be a member. I mean, there's the in the real estate industry, there's the Women's Council of Realtors, and I'm a member of that group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a woman. I love women, but it's a different thing, right? Okay, so what time is the event?
The event is from 11 to 3.
11 to 3 on the 15th, right?
Yes.
And Patty,
Yes.
your event is on the 22nd?
On the 22nd, Saturday 22nd, Legacy Commons, from 10:30 to 4.
10:30 to 4.
And if people pre-register, and we'll put a link for the pre-registration. If you pre-register, you're one of the first 200 to pre-register, you will be getting a little gift when you come into the event.
Okay. In Action for Kids,
Yes, sir.
do you guys have a physical location? Do you guys take donations, sponsors, volunteers, or anything like that?
So here's what we don't have. We don't have a physical space. We are all volunteers, but we're on social media. We have a Facebook page, and we always take donations. And we are proud to, if you will, be inclusive of the men in our community. And as a matter of fact, on our board, we have men, Mike Reed and Mark Carter, who are on our board at this point in time, and they are amazing. And just so you know, I think both of the events, March 15th and March 22nd, they're both free to the public, correct, ladies?
Correct.
Great. And again, for the Women's Club, we are inclusive. We welcome all families, all genders, all ages.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Same with the Women's Symposium. We are looking forward to having just community. I think that both of these
Exactly.
events really speak about creating community. I do believe that if we're going to really support the women in our community, it has to be with everybody in the community doing so, right? So it can't just be women supporting women. It has to include the husbands, the brothers, the co-workers, everyone together is how we're going to truly support the women that need the help in the community.
Okay, well, thank you, ladies, for being here. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming in. You guys, you heard it here. Make sure they're on the 15th. Put it on your calendar. You also have another event on the 22nd. Don't be like me on social media that I looked at it and I said, oh, man, that thing was yesterday. I wanted to be part of it. So now you know. Okay, and we'll see you guys on the 15th and the 22nd. Ladies, we'll see you around town. Thank you. And thank you for everything that you guys do.
Thank you,
you
George.
so much, George.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.